Hello everyone, it's Yoshi from your boy, Jeb Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. In this video, we are going to be playing AI Dungeon 2, and I'm going to be talking about my day today. I'm also going to be talking with you guys in the live chat. Feel free to tell me how you're doing today, if you have any questions for your boy, and if you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream. Today I went to work, did cool work stuff. Now I'm back here. Not much has really happened today, but today has been a good day overall. I'm excited to play some AI Dungeon 2 with you guys. I always do custom prompts so that we're able to kind of create a world that we can play in together. Feel free to pop into the live chat and let me know whether or not you want to play. I'll ask you about your character, what's their name, what their powers are, and how they fit into the story, and then I'll put you in the turn order. Whenever your turn comes around, I'll ask you what you want to do. You tell me what you want to do, and I have you do what you want to do in the game. I type it in, we see what the computer says, and we keep going. Sounds fun, right? Let's get things started. So, let me get the live chat up. That way, I'll be able to see what everybody's saying in the live chat. Also, if I turn on my monitor, I can use it as a second screen, which should actually help out a lot. Do 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 do. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. So, oh, yo, Godzilla, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Are you excited for some AI Dungeon 2? AI Dungeon 2. Godzilla said, you know who I'm going to play as. Godzilla's been a big fan of this particular character that he's created. So I'm trying to remember the name of your character. It's now been like maybe not a week since we've played, but a good number of days since the last time we played. I know Mortis Deus. Mortis Deus is the name of your character. Do you happen to have a description ready for Mortis Deus? Godzilla said, "Of course. You know I'm playing as Frog Sothoth." Oh, who's that? Cowboy said, me. Yo, Cowboy, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics that you talk about on the stream? Godzilla said, Frog Sothoth is an eldritch god in the form of a frog with many tentacles on his body. Frog Sothoth can shoot magical beams from his eyes, capable of destroying cities. He has also been known to cause earthquakes, which he uses as an easy way to transport himself around worlds. Interesting. So here's what I'm going to do. Because recent AI Dungeon 2 streams have been locked down because we spend so much time putting character descriptions in the prompts. Instead of putting character descriptions in the prompts, we're going to try and create a general prompt where kind of anything can happen that throws us right into some action, and then we can introduce characters as we go. I think that'll give us a lot more playtime while also allowing us to still have all our crazy cool characters. Plus, I can use slash remember to make sure that the AI remembers all of the characters' important details and incorporates them into the story. Godzilla said, actually, never mind. I don't want to play as Frog Sothoth. No problem at all. And that's another thing. You get the ability to take that back. Because if I had put that in the prompt, I mean, technically you could have started playing as somebody else, but then who knows what would happen. Godzilla said, I really feel like Mortis Deus. No problem at all. Give me one moment. I haven't pulled up that live dashboard yet. I said I was going to do it. Still haven't done it. Also, I'm thinking about buying a Saint Seiya video game. Um, it's like $60 and it's now like 5 years old. I think the game costs so much because, well, it's like one of the only Saint Seiya video games from the last 5 years. But I'm kind of hyped for it. So Godzilla has posted the description of Mortis Deus. Mortis Deus is an undead evil dragon whose I noticed that you have some mistakes in your description, but no problem. Who one side is pure dragon and the other is a rotting animated skeleton. Mortis Deus has an army of undead known as the Legion of the Undead Eater. Let's see. Oh, let's start creating a world for everything to take place in. Let's see. Godzilla said Mortis Deus can breathe Emerald Fire Burst. His goal is to take over worlds. He can also shout things in an ancient language to cause things around him to do the things he wants. The AI once had you shout and like vibrate stuff, and since then you've been like, it's the equivalent of magic spells. But whatever, that's totally fine. Let's try and form a prompt now, and then we'll introduce our characters as we move through the turn order. You still can play as Mortis Deus and have like the full description and everything, but for now, let's just create the prompt. Considering the fact that you already have a character in mind. Godzilla's still posting that Mortis Deus description. No problem. What I can do is try and copy all that down into a Google Keep note for future convenience. Let's see. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Just copying down your character stuff. If anyone else has like a long character description that they would like me to save for the future, I can save multiple if anybody like has something like that. Especially if you're like Godzilla and you like to play the same character often. If anything, it actually is kind of a good idea to have like a pre-written character thing. It'll help these like multiplayer sessions go on a lot faster. Let's see. So we still haven't actually created a prompt. I want to work with you guys in the live chat and for us to create a world that we can play in for AI Dungeon 2. Let's see. Godzilla said he also made a prequel story of how Mortis Deus got out of the underworld, and then he said, "Ooh, I have an idea. Hit me up, Godzilla. I want the world for the story to take place and to be open enough for kind of anything to happen. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about a world where there are a bunch of portals to other dimensions that are open. Um, that way, if someone wants to come from like a medieval fantasy thing or like a future thing or a post-apocalyptic thing, we could always just say portals. And I was kind of thinking it'd be cool if there was like an invasion, like different monsters and demons and robots and stuff were coming through the portals and attacking the world. I think that'd also be dope. Godzilla said, "That was my idea." Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. Yo, Ryan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Ryan said, "Now you're thinking with portals." Godzilla said, "Portals to the underworld have invaded around the world." Well, how about the underworld and so many other places as well? Yo, Broly, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? So I know Godzilla is 100% down to play. Is anyone else who's currently watching the stream down to play this multiplayer game of AI Dungeon 2? Let's see. Cowboy said, "My player name is Stepbro. He can't die. He can't feel pain. Um, he can't be mind controlled. He's the symbol of light. He has eye beams, can target anything and cut through anything. He is the fastest and strongest." I like that people are pre-writing character descriptions. I'm not a big fan that they all seem to be like misspelled in places. I'll try to like freshen up you guys' character descriptions a little bit because those little things can trip up the AI. And then later, if you guys are like, "That wasn't what I said," I'd be like, "That's kind of what you said because it was kind of weird." But I got you. Real quick, let me edit up your boy Godzilla's Mortis Deus setup because there are certain things that he wrote in his character description that I think would definitely trip up the AI. For one, you capitalize certain things that aren't proper nouns. The AI would totally just treat that as like the name of something. So let's see. Mortis Deus is an undead. You didn't put commas here. Undead evil dragon. Let's see. You said one side is, which is interesting. Half of his body is. It's weird. It's interesting that you said pure dragon. I guess. I imagine the AI will understand what that means. Mortis Deus is an undead evil dragon. Why say half of his body is pure dragon? It's already specified that he's a dragon, so you don't have to say half of his body is pure dragon. He's an evil dragon. Um, and then you can say half of his body is a rotting, animating skeleton. Half of his body is a rotting. Well, I don't have to say rotting because you already said that. I will add some commas and make rotting not capitalize. And also make animated animating. Well, no, animated is fine. It didn't have to be changed. Rotting animated skeleton. There we go. Ba-bow. He has an army of undead. Doesn't need to be capitalized. Mortis Deus has an. Ooh, wait, hold up. Neither does. Why would army of undead be capitalized? You say the proper noun right afterwards. Mortis Deus has an army of undead known as the Legion of the Undead Eater. That's fine. Mortis Deus can breathe Emerald Fire Burst. It's fine if Emerald Fire is proper noun. I actually am interested in seeing if the AI does something cool with it being a proper noun. His goal is to take over, doesn't have to be capitalized. His goal is to take over worlds. Worlds also doesn't have to be capitalized. Let's see. He can also shout things in an ancient language. Ancient doesn't have to be capitalized. In an ancient language to cause things around him to do the things he wants. Um, I mean that's it's not wrong. It just sounds kind of weird. He can also shout things in an ancient language. Well, for one, you want to always say who he is. We don't want to use pronouns too much. It'll confuse the AI. He will be a totally different person if you don't. Oh, we also said half of his body earlier. Half of Mortis Deus's body. You want to try and like say your name as much as possible in your character description. We said his goal earlier should be Mortis Deus's goal is to take over worlds, can shout things in an ancient language to cause things around him to do the things he. That sounds so weird. Just to control his environment. Okay, can shout things in an ancient language to control his environment. I mean, that is just easier. His wings are long enough to reach the mountains. I should again specify it's Mortis Deus's wings, or else somebody else will suddenly have wings. Let's see. Intergalactic doesn't have to be capitalized. Mortis Deus is intergalactic and powerful. Those seem unrelated, but that's fine. Mortis Deus is intergalactic and powerful, and he will make sure that he won't be defeated again. That last part seems unnecessary. Okay, there we go. So I have your Mortis Deus description down. So in the future, I should hopefully be able to access this. Mortis Deus character description. And we'll be able to access that in the future. Okay, now it's time for Cowboy's character, Step Bro, which it seems like Cowboy's still adding stuff. So where are we at? So Ryan said, I'm down. He's then Godzilla said, Mortis Deus killed Lady Death. Why does that have to be? Let's try to only include stuff that really needs to be in the description for now. You know what I mean? It's fine to have flavor and stuff like that. To be like Mortis Lays. A matter of fact, you can do that as an action at some point. Now that the game has this new slash remember function, if you guys ever want to add like stuff to the canon that's like a flashback, you guys can use slash remember and put in like a flashback scene. That's like a thing you can do in the game now. So if you guys have any stuff that's like hard backstory, try and save it for that. Okay, where are we at? Ryan said my character has perfect grammar. Godzilla said, and is now the Lord of Death. Well, Lord of the Dead. I mean, that's understandable. You have an undead army. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Godzilla said, all right. Ryan said, I use polymerization, living arrow, and mammoth graveyard. I think that's a direct line from like Yu-Gi-Oh. Ryan, tell me more about your character. Godzilla said, it's a habit, lol. Cowboy said, Stepbro can teleport. He can also fly. He can use symbols. He has a Philosopher's Stone ring. He can go to hell. He has mind control. He can control all the elements. He can raise people from the dead. I'm just going to be like, Stepbro is an immortal reality manipulator with nearly impenetrable defenses of all kinds. Do you feel like that summarizes your character, Cowboy, like pretty well? I just feel like it started getting redundant. You're like, he can do this and that and this other thing, and it's like, is this good? Do you feel like this like describes your guy? Let's see. Let's see. Cowboy, not Cowboy. Godzilla said, "All right, it's out of the thing. I just said it out of a prequel story I did. Also, I'm interested in that prequel story idea." Um, Ryan said my character has perfect grammar. Oh, is that your? What's your character's name, Ryan? Do 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 do. Godzilla said mine does not. Then Godzilla said I am evil Mary Sue. Then Cowboy said raised from dead. God, Ryan says his character's name is gonna be 100 Yin Man. Okay. Um, 100 Yin Man has perfect grammar. Okay. What else would you like to say about your character, Ryan? Or is that it? Is it just he has perfect grammar? Godzilla said, with the power of Deus Ex Machina, and hidden inside of himself is a MacGuffin. Ryan said, for 100 yen, he can grant people a wish with his psychic powers. Ooh. 100 yen man can grant wishes with his psychic abilities to anyone who pays him 100 yen. 100 yen man has pink hair. So far, so good. Very simple. Like in a good way. Like easy to write down what your character does. do, 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 do. Let's see. I will start writing my character as well while you guys are talking about your characters. Um, hmm. So I'm gonna play as Plain White. He is a superhero who utilizes plane-based gadgets and is a master pilot of any and all vehicles. Plain White's goal is to help the superheroes of the world keep the planet safe from interdimensional threats. Cool. Let's see. Cowboy said, "Hey, you know how I won the poll, my friend? From Discord helped." Oh, ballin'. Um, that's cool. Thank you for sharing like the content. I appreciate it. Kratos said I didn't get a notification. I'm sorry to hear that, Kratos. Yo, Kratos, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you like to talk about on the stream? Also, Kratos, you didn't miss anything the last few times that we did AI Dungeon 2. I know you messaged me on Facebook Messenger. You were like, yo, I'm sorry, man. I missed the stream. What I missed about the story. You didn't miss anything. We did different sessions. Like instead of repeating what we did before, or more like continuing what we did before, we just did a future thing. So it doesn't matter. Like we could at any time go back to that previous story, and you would still be in the same place you were in before. Let's see. Ryan said plain white supremacy. Godzilla said interdimensional threats. Kratos said bet. Ryan said intra-dimensional threats. Then Godzilla said thanks. Okay, so I need to actually write the prompt about the portal worlds and everything. Also, Kratos, do you know what your character's gonna be like? I'm writing down people's like character descriptions so that in the future we can easily find them, paste them in, and get going with the campaign, which I think will be a good idea. It'll definitely help keep things from going super slow. Kratos said, so I've been really, really into cybersecurity lately. It is a wonderful field. It is the field that I work in, and I'd recommend it to you if you're interested in like getting into it. I know that you like to program. Let's see. Ryan said, "What are your thoughts on Amazon Ring?" Ooh, that actually is a perfectly fine question in regards to what Kratos is talking about. Kratos said, "I think it would be an interesting idea to do an AI Dungeon 2 campaign based around hacking." Then Godzilla said, "Entry dimensional threats." Okay, I think we could do something like that. So, we mentioned earlier the concept of portals opening around the world to alternate dimensions, worlds, universes, and timelines. Many threats are pouring out of these portals and causing mayhem. Hmm. You are surrounded by terrifying creatures. You must find a way to save the world from these interdimensional threats. Let's see, Cowboy said, "A snake, dame, dino, lizard zor." He said, "I hate you, snake, son of a bee." And then Ryan said, "Tree dimensional threats." Then Godzilla said, "Appetizer dimensional threats." Um, Suddenly you see, and I'll cut it off there. Yo, Kratos, what do you want your character to be like for today's session? Right now, I know Godzilla's playing, I know Ryan's playing, I know Cowboy's playing. I'm gonna put myself at the end of the queue for now. Yo, Kratos, are you down to play? And you can jump in at any time. This time around, we're not gonna do the thing where we put all the characters in the prompt. Instead, we're gonna use Remember to make sure that the AI remembers the details of all the characters, and we're gonna just have characters be introduced as their turns hit. I'm gonna have Godzilla go first. Uh, Kratos said, "What's the setting so far?" So here's the prompt. Portals are opening around. Oh, sorry. Portals are opening around the world to alternate dimensions, worlds, universes, and timelines. Many threats are pouring out of these portals and causing mayhem. You are surrounded by terrifying creatures. You must find a way to save the world from these interdimensional threats. Suddenly, you see an image of a man in a lab coat standing over you. He says, "You have entered the game." The image fades away, and you awaken on your bed. You look around and see that it is nighttime outside. So, um, based on that, that's the first thing that happened. It sounds like you either had a dream or it's like a total recall situation where you're in like a VR dream world, like mental thing. Like it's kind of giving me SAO vibes. You know what I mean? So this is interesting. I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are, but it's Godzilla's turn first. It seems like we're almost in like a dream game world kind of thing. We just woke up, but I'm not sure if we're really awake or not. Let's see. Cowboy said, "Dame Daniel, dimensional threats." Godzilla said, "The setting is everything." Kratos said, "Definitely sounds like a hacker can fit in." True, true. Kratos, are you trying to pop into this story? Also, Godzilla, it is your turn. Let us know what you would like to do. Then Kratos said, "Dream Drop Distance?" Is Dream Drop Distance a Kingdom Hearts thing? That sounds familiar. Okay, so your boy Godzilla was ready. So Godzilla, do you want me to use slash remember to describe Mortis Deus after your character appears to help give like further introduction to who your character is? Godzilla said yes, and then Kratos said yes. So I'm going to copy what your boy Godzilla said, and I'm going to get rid of some of these unnecessary uppercase things. Believe it or not, the AI kind of tries to write similarly to how you write. So if you make a bunch of things uppercase and like misspelled, the AI will start to like fuck up. So I'm gonna try to fix that when possible, but try to avoid unnecessary uppercase. It'll legit like mess with the gameplay experience. A massive portal appears in the middle of town. Suddenly, undead come out, and out of that is Mortis Deus. Let's see. Suddenly, a huge portal opens up in the middle of town. Out of this comes hordes of zombies and skeletons. They attack you with their rusty weapons, but they can't touch you. Ooh. So I'm actually not gonna play as the you character, whoever you is. But currently, the you character is doing some ultra instinct bullshit straight out of bed. Woke up dodging. Let me do the Mortis Deus slash remember thing real quick. That way we set up like story context for who Mortis Deus is. Cool. Yeah, so I added all of that to the game's memory. That was really fast. Cowboy said, Nick, are you coming at 11? So I am also doing an AI Dungeon 2 stream at 11 p.m. tonight. So that is happening indeed. Godzilla said, yes it. Kratos said, the seventh installment in the Kingdom Hearts franchise follows Sora and Riku as they look to improve their skills and become Keyblade Masters by participating in a Mark of Mastery exam. Godzilla said, slash remember is really cool. Then Godzilla said, wait. Then Kratos said, separated from each other, they must reawaken sleeping worlds by unlocking the seven keyholes while battling the evil dream eaters. So it definitely connects to like dream stuff. And this seems to be like a weird dream-like game world thing. Also, looking at the turn order list, it is currently Ryan's turn. Ryan, are you ready for your character 100 Yin Man to pop into the story? Godzilla said, oh, I already said that. Well, Godzilla said something else. Godzilla said, yeah, such a cool command. Then Kratos said, only then can they return to the realm of light and become Keyblade Masters. Oh, but Ryan, it is your move. Ryan, to give you a refresher on what's going on. Portals are opening around the world to alternate dimensions, worlds, universes, and timelines. Many threats are pouring out of these portals and causing mayhem. You are surrounded by terrifying creatures. You must find a way to save the world from these interdimensional threats. Suddenly, you see an image of a man in a lab coat standing over you. He says you have entered the game. The image fades away, and you awaken on your bed. You look around and see that it is nighttime outside. A massive portal opens and appears in the middle of town. Suddenly, undead come out, and out of that is Mortis Deus. Hordes of zombies and skeletons fill the streets. They attack you with their rusty weapons, but they can't touch you. That's where we're at currently. Let's see. Ryan said 100 yen man ask everyone for 100 yen in exchange for a wish. I will say that and then use the slash remember. I might want to use the slash remember first, actually, before the game makes up bullshit about 100 yen man. So first, I'm going to use slash remember, paste in the description of 100 yen man. That way the game knows who 100 yen man is. Okay, and then I'm going to use the exclamation point in order to put your move into the game. Ballin'. Okay, so right now we have a portal to the undead open in the middle of town. We have an unnamed protagonist who seems to be dodging attacks from hordes of zombies and skeletons. And we have 100 Yin Man appearing and asking everyone if they want a wish granted for 100 yen. 100 Yin Man asks everyone for 100 yen in exchange for a wish. Everyone agrees except you. I don't want any money, you say angrily. Well, I'm sorry, but if you won't give me 100 yen, then no one will. That's interesting. So the unnamed protagonist, who have essentially just let the AI control, doesn't seem to fuck with the concept of paying 100 yen for a wish. And the AI kind of railroads Ryan's character and makes him say, well, if the protagonist isn't going to pay me 100 yen for a wish, then no one can get a wish. Even though the AI also says that everyone else is totally down for wishes. Let's see. Kratos said, "How shall I describe my character? What perspective?" I would recommend describing your character in like a few sentences, telling us about like what your character's name is, what your character's powers are, and how does your character fit into the story. Feel free to write it as a character description using like your character's proper noun. Like don't describe your character from like first person or anything like that. Just describe your character as being a person, if that makes sense. Similar to how everybody else has been describing their character. For example, I'll paste in Ryan's description for 100 Yin Man, and that should give you a good idea of like what these character descriptions look like. So that was Ryan's description for 100 Yin Man. See how the way it's broken down? It's always referring to 100 Yin Man directly in order to avoid any weird pronoun based confusion. And how it's not saying like I or you or anything like that. It's like you're talking about somebody else, more or less. Similar to how you would read a description of a character from a book. So, Ryan, that was your turn. Now it is your boy Cowboy's turn. Yo, Cowboy, what would you like to do? Cowboy is playing as a character called Stepbro. He listed a whole bunch of stuff, but all I put was Stepbro is an immortal reality manipulator with nearly impenetrable defenses of all kinds. Because I felt like that summarized what Cowboy wanted to play. Uh, Godzilla said, "This man is asking people for 100 yen when the undead are attacking. He's not here again. Oh, did Cowboy like dip out? If so, I'll give Cowboy 10 seconds. Tell us that you're here, or we're going to skip your turn. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Your boy Cowboy did not appear. So next up in the queue after Cowboy is Kratos. Yo, Kratos, it's your turn. Oh wait, Cowboy suddenly appears. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna use slash remember to add Cowboy's character Stepbro into the context of the story. Okay, and now I am going to use the exclamation point and say Stepbro uses a philosopher's stone. No one's really saying how they appear in the story. They're just kind of saying that they do actions. I just realized. To turn the ground. What? This is what Cowboy said doesn't really make a lot of sense. Um, let's see. I think I know how to phrase what you meant to say. Stepbro uses a philosopher's stone to transform the ground into a catapult and launch him into the air. Stepbro uses the momentum from the catapult to deliver a devastating strike to the closest monster. Okay. Let's see how that goes. So far, we're in a weird dream game thing. There's a massive portal that's opened, and there are zombies and hordes of skeletons in the street. There's a man who grants wishes for money, who's asking people for money so that he can grant them wishes. But the protagonist is like dodging all these skeletons and zombies and shit, going like, I don't want any wishes and I don't want any money. To which then 100 Yin Man then is like, well, no money, no wishes. To which then Stepbro, essentially a Gary Stew, appears, and now, let's see what happens next. Stepbro uses the Philosopher's Stone to turn the ground into a catapult. He launches himself at the nearest monster and delivers a crushing blow. The monster falls down dead. That was really cool, you say. Yeah, thanks, bro, Stepbro replies. Next up is your boy Kratos and his move. Oh, wait. Did Kratos ever describe his character? Like his character's name or what he does? Oh, here we go. His action actually is the introduction for his character. Okay, ballin'. Out of a portal stumbles Sereth, a Keyblade master. Sereth is able to summon any Keyblade at will and use them as a catalyst for magic casting. Hmm. I feel like that almost needs to be. I think I can take part of what you said and use that as a slash remember and then make the action that you stumble out of a portal. That way the AI remembers that you're a Keyblade master and that you can summon Keyblades at will for magic casting and that you're on a quest to destroy the darkness in the world's heart. So I can put all that in a slash remember and then your action can be that you stumble out of a portal. Let's see. Don't worry, I did not forget his quest in the description. I'm actively pasting that in right now. So don't worry, nothing has been forgotten. Your character description that I'm doing with the slash remember is as follows. Sereth, a Keyblade master. Oh, sorry. I just realized that didn't actually make a lot of sense. I need to replace your comment, not your comment, your comma with is. Slash remember. Sereth is a Keyblade master. Sereth is able to summon any Keyblade at will and use them as catalyst for magic casting. Sereth is on a quest to destroy the darkness in the world's heart. So I'm going to use that with slash remember to add that to the context to the greater story. Then I'm going to, as your action, say, Sereth stumbles out of a portal and into the center of town, where he sees you, Stepbro, and 100 Yin Man surrounded by hordes of undead zombies and skeletons. Kratos said, perfect. No problem. Let's see. Next up after Kratos is going to be me. Let's see how the AI reacts to Kratos' turn. Sereth stumbles out of the portal and into the center of town, where he sees you, Stepbro, and 100 Yin Man surrounded by hordes of undead zombies and skeletons. This isn't going to end well for us, Sereth remarks. We'll get through this, says someone. It doesn't really specify who says it. Okay. Next up, I am going to introduce my character, Plain White. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Just as I was about to copy my character, the note that I had open closed, so I have to reopen the note. Here we go. Do 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 do. So first off, I'm gonna use slash remember to introduce my character to the story. Then next, I'm going to say, Plain White arrives in a vertical takeoff and landing vehicle. He smiles. Well, I shouldn't say he. I should specify who I am. Plain White smiles and exits his vehicle. He asks everyone, I need to stop saying he. Plain White asks everyone if they needed any assistance combating these interdimensional threats. Ballin'. Godzilla said Plain White versus the Dragon Lord of the Dead would be an awesome battle. I'm glad that you vibe. Okay, check this shit out. Plain White arrives in a Plain White arrives in a vertical takeoff and landing vehicle. Plain White smiles and exits his vehicle. Plain White asks everyone if they need any assistance combating these interdimensional threats. No, we're good. Good. We need to get back home now, though. Where do you think you're going? To my room. I don't know what else to tell you. The game doesn't specify who's saying what, so it's like a whole bunch of lines. I have no idea what anybody said during that last segment. So I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that last part. No, we're good. I thought was funny. Like the idea that like a superhero shows up and asks if anybody needs help, and they're like, nah. Then someone says, good, we need to get back home now, though. Then someone says, where do you think you're going? And then someone else says, to my room. I don't know what else to tell you. If I had to imagine like who says what, I imagine the you character that the AI is controlling says, no, we're good. Then I imagine Stepbro says, good, we need to get back home now, though. To which then I think my character, Plain White, says, where do you think you're going? To which then the you character, played by the AI, says, to my room. I don't know what else to tell you. If I had to guess who's saying what in that setup. Kratos said, also, Nick, later tonight, I'd love to talk more about cybersecurity. No problem. Kratos said, usually dialogue like that is just back and forth between two people. Huh. I feel like it makes more sense for at least one of those to be Stepbro. Because I think it'd be weird for Plain White to be like, good, we need to get back home now, though. Well, I mean, maybe it works the way that Kratos interpreted it. Because based on what Kratos said, maybe the main character, you, controlled by the AI, says, no, we're good. Then Plain White says, good, we need to get back home now, though. To which then the main character says, where do you think you're going? To which then my character says, to my room. I don't know what else to tell you. That still sounds weird, but whatever. I mean, that could be what's happening. Anyways, Godzilla said, whose turn is it now? It is your turn now, Godzilla. What would you like to do? The story is taking. I think that's probably the weirdest turn so far, other than it all being a dream game, because that was also that was the first thing that happened. But I guess it kind of set the tone for weird stuff to happen. Do, 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 do. So Godzilla, what would you like to do? Okay, so Godzilla is just gonna go as hard as possible and destroy the entire city immediately. Sounds like a plan. Mortis Deus comes out of the portal and destroys the whole city. Also, I noticed that you capitalized a few things. You don't have to capitalize those things. So Mortis Deus is fine to capitalize, but you don't have to capitalize destroy and whole. Also, I noticed that you put destroys as like a possessive thing. You don't have to do that either. Like you don't have to put the apostrophe s. You can just say destroys the whole city. Godzilla said again, habit. Understandable. I mean, the easiest way to break a habit is practice. You know what I mean? Let's see. Mortis Deus comes out of the portal and destroys the whole city. What happened? Why did you stop? You ask. Because I've had enough of this world. I'm done playing games with it. I imagine that's what Mortis Deus said. But I think there's a better way to do these voices. I've been slacking on the voices today. Mortis Deus comes out of the portal and destroys the whole city. What happened? Why did you stop? You ask. Because I've had enough of this world. I'm done playing games with it. Okay. Uh, Next up would be Ryan. Ryan, the entire city has been destroyed. You're surrounded by a ragtag of random characters from different dimensions. What do you do? Do 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 do. Ryan, do 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 do. It's your turn, Ryan. Do do do. Ryan, I'm gonna give you that 10 count. Let me know if you're here or not. The 10 count's gonna go pretty quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, for now, we're going to move on from Ryan to Cowboy. If Ryan happens to appear, then we'll put him back in. But if he's gone, then we'll skip his turn for now. Yo, Cowboy, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You are currently in a destroyed city, surrounded by a ragtag group of characters from other dimensions. Godzilla says Cowboy is also not here. Okay, then let's do that 10 count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Cowboy is here. Ba-ba-da-dum-bum. Okay. Real quick, let me read some live chat messages. Kratos said, I would love to see an AI Dungeon 2 fight between Yugi, Ash, and Sora. Ryan says, I'm surely here. Oh, well, Ryan, if you are here, then please take your turn. Don't worry, Cowboy, you'll be able to take your turn right after Ryan does his turn. We thought Ryan was gone, but Ryan is here. Excuse me. Let's see. Godzilla said the participants thing is on AI Dungeon, and then he said, "Wait, that's not right." And then Godzilla said drugs. So I think Godzilla meant to say the participants thing is on drugs. In other words, saying that the live chat participants list is faulty. I believe that is true. Ryan does the same turn again. He, as 100 Yin Man, asked the group for 100 yin for wishes. Do, 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 do. Oddly phrased, but alright. Do, 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 do. 100 Yin Man asks the group for 100 yin in exchange for wishes. Everyone agrees except you. I don't want your money, you say angrily. Well, I'm sorry, but if you didn't want any money, then no one would have given you anything. This is very similar to what the AI said last time when you asked everybody for wishes. I kind of want to slash revert that. I don't want the AI to get accustomed to just saying the same shit over and over again. Unreal World said, United States of Smash! Yo, Unreal World, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Unreal World, would you like to join us in playing AI Dungeon 2? AI Dungeon 2 is a game where you can do anything, say anything, and it's a multiplayer game where we can all play together. All you gotta do is type in the live chat what you want to do or say. And also, of course, give us a name for your character, what your character skills are, and how your character fits into the story. Does that sound interesting to you? Also, I'm redoing Ryan's turn to see if we can get a better response from the AI. Godzilla said Thanos pajamas. 100 Yin Man asked the group, so it pretty much did the same thing. I don't know why, but the AI really wants to repeat itself for this particular Ryan action. I'm going to try one more time to see if I can get the AI to say anything different from what it said before. Let's see. Nope. Nope, it just is going to say the same thing. So, Ryan, are you okay with the AI being stuck in the loop? Or would you like to do something slightly different? Or maybe change the phrasing of what you're trying to do? For some reason, the AI just wants to do the same thing over and over and over again. Godzilla said cowboy. Cowboy then said yes. Ryan said increase the price to 1,000 yen. Okay, I got you. I can do that. 100 Yin Man now charges 1,000 yen for wishes. Talk about inflation. Godzilla said, you do know that you are fighting the undead. 100 Yin Men asked the group for 1,000 yen in exchange for wishes. Everyone agrees except you. I don't want any money, you say angrily. Well, I'm sorry, but if you didn't want any money, then no one would have given you any. So again, we're stuck in this weird situation. It repeated what it said before, but it raised the price. So so it's not like it's not understanding that we're saying different things. Let's see. Godzilla said, "You do know that you're fighting the undead." Cowboy said, "Fuck off, I'm the true king." Unreal World said, Ikai said, "I want you." Okay, so Unreal World is introducing a new character. I'm gonna let him just slide into here since he hasn't had a turn yet. So I'm gonna let him just pop in at our current place. I'm gonna change the turn order list accordingly. So you're gonna name your character Ikai. I'm just gonna say Ikai appears and says, "I want you." And let's see what happens. Right now, the story is very all over the place. Ikai appears and said, "I want you." Someone else then says, "Fine, whatever." Ikai disappears, and you hear a click. You open your eyes and see that the portal has closed behind you. Interesting. Whoever the main character is, the you that the AI has been controlling, just kind of got clicked out of the current scenario and into somewhere else. I kind of like that the AI has set up this weird thing where it's like you're in a game, but it's like a dream. And it only occasionally will sprinkle in stuff like you hear a click or a man says you've entered the game. A matter of fact, Ryan's like looping is kind of interesting too because it also kind of fits with the weird you're in a game dream thing. And I guess everyone doing random actions kind of also fits the weird you're in a game dream thing. So it's not too odd. Also, it makes it easy to keep up with the story because you really don't have to because it's kind of disorganized and everywhere. Up next is Cowboy. Cowboy, what would you like to do in AI Dungeon 2? It's your turn, Cowboy. Ryan said AI Dungeon hashtag. Do 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 do. It is Cowboy's turn. Hopefully, for the 11 p.m. stream, we can have a little bit more of an organized session. I do feel like this one is still out of order. Okay, so we got Cowboy's turn here. It's not necessarily written out correctly. I'm trying to paste in what Cowboy said, but the game doesn't want me to, which means I'm going to have to write it all out. Stepbro uses the Philosopher's Stone. I shouldn't say the Philosopher's Stone. Stepbro uses a Philosopher's Stone to turn the ground into water. To turn the ground into water, fly, and then use magic symbols to manipulate the water and kill Mortis Deus. Let's see. Ryan said no pound sign. Then Soledado. I don't actually know what your name is, so I'm gonna say Sol for now, just as a nickname. Sol says hello. My Brazilian no speak English. Yo, Sol, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and do any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the channel? Sounds like he wants help with his channel. Unreal World said, I want a Philosopher's Stone to kill everyone. Okay. That would be. Your turn hasn't come up yet again, Unreal World. So we'll see once it gets back to your turn what happens. Let's see how Cowboy's turn went. Stepbro uses a Philosopher's Stone to turn the ground into water, fly, and then use magic symbols to manipulate the water and kill Mortis Deus. You float in midair as you prepare yourself for battle. Ah, so the main character that the AI is controlling can fly. It was mentioned earlier that he was able to dodge attacks from the undead and the skeletons. This definitely is pretty trippy. Godzilla said, alright, he can kill me. There will be consequences. Ryan said, you can kill 100 yen man for 100 yen. Next up is your boy Kratos. Kratos, the story is kind of all over the place. I think it'd be interesting if someone took a turn that somehow made sense of all of the crazy stuff that's happened in the story so far. Okay. So here's Kratos' turn. Sereth summons the Keyblade named Oblivion and casts Faraga at Mortis Deus. Faraga. So real quick, I want to just add punctuation. Let's see what happens. I imagine the game's gonna make up what Faraga is, unless it happens to understand what that does. Sereth summons the Keyblade named Oblivion and casts Faraga at Mortis Deus. The Keyblade flies toward Mortis Deus and hits him with a blast of fire. The flames engulf him completely, killing him instantly. So, Stepbro already had killed Mortis Deus, but half of Mortis Deus is a rotting animated skeleton, and he is like the leader of an undead army. So I'm not too surprised that Mortis Deus has now died twice. Cowboy said, Consequence, I can go to hell and beat you there too. Then Kratos said, Damn. Kratos, what did you expect that spell to do? Like, what was Faraga supposed to do? Let's see. I'm going to now take my turn. Plain White looks around with a confused expression on his face. Plain White says, it appears that the interdimensional portals are causing all sorts of strange and unusual phenomenon to occur. Plain White thinks for a moment and comes up with an idea. Plain White says, I think these portals are allowing literally anyone to use magic. Let's see. Plain White attempts to cast a magic spell using the energy released from the surrounding portals. Kratos said exactly that. He's like, that's exactly what I wanted to do with the Keyblade. Godzilla said, gotta do it cowboy style, and it'll have to do with fire. Okay. Plain White begins to chant a spell, but suddenly something happens. A blinding light fills the entire room. It blinds you and causes you to fall backwards onto the floor. As you begin to feel dizzy, Plain White yells, What the fuck is that? Interesting. Okay. So, essentially, my turn was to try and explain why everything's been so weird in the story by saying that the interdimensional portals must be messing with reality and allowing everyone to be able to cast magic spells. Apparently, my character has summoned something that the game has left open ended, so we have no idea what was summoned by Plain White's magic spell. Godzilla, it's your turn. Maybe your turn will shed some light on whatever this newly summoned thing is. Godzilla said, Mortis Deus comes back again, now in the form of fire, in the form of a dragon much bigger than before. Mortis Deus takes the Philosopher's Stone and uses its power at Updog and Sereth to kill them. Who the fuck is Updog? Who is that? Uh, Godzilla then said, "Boom, get nay-nayed." Then then Godzilla said, "Cowboy is Updog." Let's see. I'm going to replace "comes back again" with "resurrects." I'm also going to, for the line where you said takes the Philosopher's Stone, I'm going to specify takes Stepbro's Philosopher's Stone and uses its powers in an attempt to kill Stepbro and Sereth. We need to start using attempts more when people try to like fight, rather than to just say and then they die. It allows for more interesting combat. Let's see. Godzilla said, "Cowboy is up, dog. Who doesn't remember?" Cowboy says, "I can't die." Well, Godzilla said, "Cowboy is up, dog. Who doesn't remember?" Then Cowboy said, "I can't die." Godzilla said, "It doesn't matter." Then Kratos said, "In Kingdom Hearts, each spell has different tiers identified by the suffix it goes with: fire, Fira, Firaga, slash Blizzard, Blizzara, Blizzaga, slash Thunder, Thundara, Thundaga, slash Kira, Kira, Karanga." Let's see. Godzilla said, "Get your Marty Stew looking character to the underworld." Kratos said, "Aga is the strongest form of each spell." Um, Godzilla said, "Yeah, but I kind of want revenge." Ryan said, "Biggest dildo possible." Then Godzilla said, "I feel like my character is super weak." Well, that's because people are starting a power game for like no reason. Then Godzilla said, "Because of this heckin' Marty Stew." Well, Cowboy always power games really hard. Godzilla is consistent. He plays as Mortis Deus, and that's the thing. And I think everybody else just kind of makes up a character to play as they go. Then Ryan said, "Because inflation. That's why 100 Yen Man now charges 1,000 yen." But anyways, we've passed an hour. I'm getting hungry, so it's time for me to eat. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. Stay tuned at 11 p.m. tonight. We are going to do more AI Dungeon 2, and hopefully it's going to be a little bit more organized. So I'm going to try to make sure that everything works out. So Godzilla brought up a good point. He wanted to know what happened based off of his last turn. So here's what the AI said: "Mortis death, Mortis death, Mortis death." The dragon roars and the smoke clears, revealing a massive fiery dragon. It attacks you with its claws, teeth, and fire breath. And then that's all that happened. But anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. It's your friend, your boy, Jeff, like the one only, logging out. Peace. Chickadee.